Good morning, student. Welcome to social science class. Okay, student, today we are going to start a new topic of geography, that is chapter number 9, life in the temperate grassland. Okay, student, before we start our topic, we first of all we have to understand the word grassland. What do you mean by grassland? Grassland, basically it's a region where grass form the dominant type of plant life, or you can say the land that is covered by the grass, it is known as grassland. Okay, it makes the grassland make up almost 25% of the total land surface. Means if it is 100% land surface, out of 100%, 25% is covered by the grass. Climate and soil influence the type of plants. The most important thing is the climate. Climate is the most plays an important role in the formation of the grassland. The word grassland is divided into two parts. First is the temperate grassland, the grassland which is formed or you can found in the temperate region. It is known as temperate grassland. Second one is the tropical grassland, means the grassland which is found in the tropical region. It is known as tropical grassland. In your book, basically in your book they have given two example of temperate grassland. First one is the prairies and the second one is the veld. So first we will understand about the prairies grassland. Okay, first we will take the first temperate grassland, that is in your book, the prairies. Okay, so what do you mean by prairies? You can say the temperate grassland of North America is known as prairies. Means the prairies are found in North America. It is a region of flat, slopy, gently slopy or hilly land. Means this area is a vast area. Some area is flat, some area is gently slopy and some area is hilly land. The prairies are bounded by Rocky Mountain in the west and the Great Lakes in the east. Bounded means it is covered by, means one side it is the Rocky Mountain and in the other side, in the east, it is the Great Lakes. The prairies, basically it is divided in two countries, in USA and in Canada. It covered parts of United States of America and parts of Canada. Means upper part of prairies lies in Canada and the lower part of the prairies lies in USA. In USA, that area of grassland is drained by the tributaries of Mississippi River. Okay, means in USA, the grassland, the prairies grassland get water from the tributaries of Mississippi, and the area of grassland that lies in Canada get drained by the tributaries of Szechuan's river. Another point, important point regarding the prairies, that is that most part of the prairies are treeless. Okay, the landscape of this region is dominated by tall grass and the height of grass is 2 meters. The prairies were the home of the Native Americans that we called, to whom we call Red Indians. And second, it also act like a home to other tribes like Apache, Crow, Cree, and the Pawnees. Second thing important, that important cities that lies in this grassland of prairies. First we will talk about the cities of America, that is Chicago, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, and Denver. Second, the important cities that lies in Canada, that is Edmonton, Calgary, and Winnipeg. Okay, now we will talk about the climate of the prairies. The climate basically is of continental type with extreme temperature. Why the temperature is extreme? Because it is located in the middle of a continent. The summer, let's talk about the summer. The summers are warm and the temperature in summer is around 20 degrees Celsius. Now winters are cold and the temperature, most of the time temperature comes minus 20 degrees Celsius. During the winter, a thick blanket of snow cover this area. Means that prairies or the grassland that is found in Canada area, over there this situation is found. Annual rainfall is moderate and which is very ideal for the growth of the grass. Last, not the least, the local wind, it is known as Chinook, blows in this region due to the absence of north-south barriers. Okay, now we will talk about the flora and fauna of the prairies. We have already discussed that most of the part of prairies is treeless, but where the water is available, you will find some trees known as such as willow, alder, and poplar. You will see over there where the water is available. The place that receive annual rainfall, or you can say that area that receive rainfall of over 20 centimeter are suitable for farming. Why it is suitable? Because the soil is fertile. The major crop of prairies is maize. Other crops are also grown over there like potato, soybean, cotton, and alfalfa. This was about the flora. Now we will talk about the fauna, means animals. Large cattle farms called ranches are looked after by the sturdy men called cowboys. Okay, now we will talk about fauna, means important animals. The most important animal is bison, or you can say the American buffalo. This animal was nearly extinct. Extinct means it was disappear. Why it was extinct? Due to its indiscriminate hunting. And now this species is protected species. Now the government has taken responsibility to take care of this animal. Other animals you will find in the prairies are rabbits, gophers, and prairie dogs. Okay, now the last topic of the prairies is about the people that lives in that area. Basically, the most important thing that the people who lived in the area of the prairies are very hard working. They have successfully harnessed technology to utilize their rich natural resources. Resources means water resources, mineral resources. So they have the ability to utilize these resources. The prairies has a huge supply of wheat production. Therefore, it is also known as granaries of the world because it supply wheat to the whole world. Dairy farming is another major industry that is found in the prairies. This prairies is the most industrialized region in the world. Means over there you will find so many different industries. Dairy farming industries over there, wheat farming industries is over there, mineral industries are over there. That is why it is also known as the industrial region of the world. Why it is so? Why it is there so called at the industrial region? Because large mineral deposits are found in the area of the prairies. Minerals like mostly, or you can say particularly, coal and iron that is found in this area. Second thing, the thing is about that this area has a good network of roads, railway and canals. Okay student, this is all for today. In the next class, we will talk about the second temperate grassland that was the veld in our class. Okay student, have a nice day.